Hey guys, just a quick disclaimer. This video is specifically on where to find news in terms of websites and in-game. Um, I just go over an explanation of it all. If you don't need that, or if you just want the links are in the description below, so you could skip this video if you want to. Or if you wanted to have my opinion on it and you want me to go over it, feel free to go ahead and watch. Thank you. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Chris here, aka Dokkanic, and this is the first video in a series of guides I'm creating for players that want a better understanding of the mechanics of the game. This video is going to focus on locations where most openers get their information about events, cards, and updates that get released in the game. So, first things first, we're just going to go over the websites. First one is Bandai Namco Entertainment website, www.bandainamco.com. ENT for entertainment.com. I'll leave a link in the description below for all the websites I'm going to cover. This really doesn't have too much information on what's going on with Dokkan Battle, at least up-to-date information, but this is the main website, one of the main websites that's used by Bandai Namco. Get information out there. You can go there, take a look at the game that they have to offer, news, open information about the company, create an account. Nothing too crazy, but I figured I'd go over that with you. If you look over here, this is the Dragonball Z Dokkan Battle official Facebook page. This is really honestly meant for the global side of things. There's a lot of information on the global side when cards come out, videos posted. I mean, when the Goku Black and Vegito and Super Saiyan Rose came out, he posted videos of what they can do and what their super attacks look like and their damage output. It's facebook.com/dokkanbattle.dbz, and follow them, like them, and they usually will do events once in a blue moon, a comment and share event, or when you go onto their page, you'll like their post, you'll share their post, and you'll comment on their post, and depending on how many likes, comments, and shares that they have gotten, they give us certain things, and they do certain levels, usually between 1 to 7. We usually hit all of them, but make sure that when these events come out that you go out and you do them. It's one good thing about following them is it helps benefit you. Dragon Stones are typically one of the benefits of going through this page. Alright, next is going to be the Dragon Ball Z Reddit. You see the link over here, it's reddit.com, and the subreddit is DBZ Dokkan Battle. If you look up over here, they have everything. They have anything you want to know about Dragon Ball Z. This is usually where I get all my in-depth information from. There's a lot of guys who go in and they read the code in order to get us the information in terms of attack, stats, defense, stats, how in-game mechanics work, orb system, everything like that. This is the place to go when you're really looking for specific information. You can go through here. The global wiki, the FAQ, has a lot of great information. I'll be covering that, or bits and pieces of that, throughout the course of the next few videos. Character encyclopedia, some guides, SSR tier list. Next is we'll start over here. Alright, next is DBZ Space. DBZ.space is probably the best place you can go for information about your cards. You can go and you look through here. They have every card available per version of the game. The top right hand corner where it says menu, you'll see right over here. So you click onto that, and it gives you an option between global and JP. Right now I'm on the global version. I click over here to JP, and it will link the cards, it will load. And when the JP version comes up, on the top left hand corner right up over here, you can select the language, switch it over to English, so that way you can actually translate what's going on. Otherwise you're not going to understand what's happening. You can go over here, you can take a look at the cards. For instance, LR Gohan, just because he's right here, click on him, it will translate. Now the translations here are not the best, but it gives you an idea of what's going on. It shows you the card art, the leader ability. You could pretty much guess at what it's trying to say. Energy of the intellectual attribute. So intelligence types are Ki +3 HP and attacking defense +90%. And father-son Kamehameha. In Japan, it's parent-child. And you can go over here, you can take a look, and you can take a look and see what kind of links that are available. Again, links and all that kind of stuff I'm going to go into in a different video, so I'm not going to go too far into that right now. but you can definitely find out a lot of information here. The great thing about this is if you're looking for a specific card, you can go into the rare. You could organize it by rarity if you want. I usually just go in here because most of the cards I look for are Transcendence. So when you look into the drop down over here, you'll see N, R, SR, SSR, and UR. UR specifically is Transcendent Ultra Rare, so it's TUR, which is, again, this is another part for a different video. So go through and watch those. SSR awakens, Z awakens to an ultra rare. An ultra rare transcends to, or Dokkan awakens to a transcendent ultra rare, and that's what this is up over here. Unfortunately, they don't have an LR section, but if you organize by rarity, they're going to only pop up in there. Not that many in the game at this time. And so you could also do by element, individual attributes, and then you can do it by super extreme types, and just to organize and figure out what card you're looking for to get more information about it. I personally usually only use this for the JP version, just for when new cards come out. I can take a look and see what's going on, see if they're going to be worth pulling on the global version or not. I'll switch back over here to global. Same thing. You'll see like Super Saiyan Rose just came out, and you can go and take a look. Actually, one thing I will show you, click on that, and if you refresh the page, now I don't know if there's a different link to do this with or not, but if you click on the card like I just did and you refresh the page, you can actually scroll down and you can take a look and see their multiplier for their super attacks. Again, something I'm going to go over in a future video. You can go through here and you can take a look and see what their super attack multiplier is, and max stats, how much it's actually going to come out to for damage output. But with that being said, we're going to go on to the next. This next one is actually part of Dokkan, or part of DBZ Space. That is under miscellaneous for the team builder. Now this looks like it's been modified recently because everything here looks a little bit different. It's not working for global versus JP right now, but I'll go over it anyway. I use this very often, so I'll go ahead and make a video once this gets fixed up. But essentially, you go onto here and you click the card that you have. On the right hand side, it will show you the card. From there, once you get the card that you want, you go ahead and you start picking cards that you have, that you currently own, to see how well they link up. So like Merge Zamasu right over here, and you have Cell, right? And you see there's two links over here. It's a team builder, so it will go and it will show you what links they have and what those links do. You can go ahead and throw Freeze on in there and see how well he links up. The more links you have, the better. But yep, this is a great site. This is DokkanBattleBuilder.com. This is definitely a great website. A lot of people use this for team building. The next site is the Dokkan Battle Wiki. Now, this is just as good as the Reddit, in my opinion. This has a lot of information. So this does have some good information on here. You can go on the latest cards on global, current global events. You can go on here and just pretty much find out any information that you need to on the global and JP sides. You can navigate, look for cards based off of their rarity. Very similar to the DBZ Space, but it definitely has different information, and sometimes you can find better information. There's great information to be found on all these sites. Just for an example, let's see. We're going to go ahead and take a look at the new some of the new cards over here. You can just click on what's going on. So this is the Descent from Ruin Super Boo. I love Super Boo personally, but this is great information to have. Key +3 attack and defense +50% up. So this has better translations in my opinion. It might just be this one card, I don't know. I typically will only go on to DBZ Space just because I don't ever really go onto the wiki over here, but the wiki does have good information, and once in a while I will jump on it just to see what's being said. Supreme damage, rare chance to stun, recover 30% of damage dealt as HP. Look at his base to his max stats. Both great websites to use. They have a lot of information. Quest events, like you see over here. Quest events, World Tournament events, quest guide, different guides for Baba Shop, tutorials. Again, guys, I'm going to be going over all of this inside of the playlist that I'm going to create over essentially the guide on how to play the game. I'll be using all these websites for all this different information. I'm gonna do my best to make sure I credit everyone. This is part of it. Special skills. But yeah, so with that being said, guys, those are all the websites that I typically use. Oh, I did forget one. Gotcha. So dbzdokkanstats.com/gotchas. You go over here, and you know what? Actually, just dbzdokkanstats.com. Do that because there's no reason to go to it directly. So dokkanstats.com. Right now in the JP version, the summoning banners now tell you the rates that you're pulling on the pull rates of the cards, SSRs versus regular cards. But this is still a useful site to go to. You can go and take a look at your global versus Japan stats. They have their own YouTube channel, and you can simulate pulls if you want to. Anyway, I go over here to the global channel. They have the most recent ones. Now, usually it takes them at least 12 hours before they get one up, unless it's a super hyped banner. But usually it can take up to 12 to 24 hours before an actual banner is up. There's a lot of setup. I'm sure there's a lot of different things that go into creating this and having all the information live feed into the website. But with that being said, click on whatever banner you're looking to pull on, and it will tell you the overall stats. You can go down to the last 15 minutes to try and get an idea. Again, it's RNG based, so I don't want to say that this is a fact, but I have had better luck watching these characters. Let's say I want to pull for Super Saiyan Rose. I'll check every 15 minutes to see where the stats are going. Typically go up, down, up, down, up, down. And after it comes down, and then I see the next 15 minutes it starts to go up, that's when I'll start to pull, and I'll do a couple of single summons just to see if I get some space pods, and when I do, then I'll start doing some multis, and I usually will have a better chance of getting the card. Again, this is not fact, this is just something I do. It might benefit you, it might not, and those are all the websites. The only other thing I wanted to mention, other than all these websites that I just gave you to get the news, we're going to switch over to the application right now. Alright guys, we're over here on the app. I did want to go over one thing here, and that is this big button on the right hand side called News. Now, this button has all the information you could possibly want about the current events that are running. Let me just scroll down over here. Okay, so from the potential activation login bonus. Alright, since this has been released, the major events that everyone is doing right now has been the Rose, Vegito Blue, and 150 million global downloads. And if you look right over here, it tells you 150 global downloads login bonus. It tells you all of the bonuses that we have at this current time, from April 2nd all the way to May 2nd. So this will tell you all the bonuses that we're getting for this specific Dokkan event. It talks about the Dokkan Marathon, when the events are available, agility, technique, strength, intelligence, and physical events, extreme and supers, the event period that is running. It literally tells you everything that's happening in-game at this time. In terms of the event release dates, no one has that information. We can make guesstimates based off of when the JP version has launched their banners. We have no actual information in terms of what is going to be released prior to the actual information coming out in this newsfeed. But when that information is in the newsfeed, it's available for you to always look up, so you don't need to ask. I'll go over here to the Rose, beautiful rose-colored terror, and you go through it, and it'll literally tell you everything about it. It'll tell you about the character, the boss on the stage. It'll tell you about the new Dokkan exclusive that's here. It'll tell you about any other characters that will awaken on his medal. This is one of the cases where it's specific to this banner, but you'll see you can go through everything. It even goes down to the event period, and down here it tells you what time the event runs. This is probably the best place for you to actually get your news in terms of current events that are running on in the game, outside of cards. Outside of that, I have given you all the information that most people who play Dokkan will grab their information from. You have all the websites, and you know where in app you can get the news from. At this point, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next video. But outside of that, guys, thank you. I appreciate the time that you've taken to watch this video. Remember, as I always say, be bold in life and have no regrets.